Greetings, fellow humans. Welcome back to OpenTTD. If you recall, in the last episode, we made a financially daft, ruinous decision to embark on a reckless infrastructure project. I haven't even really had a proper look yet to see how it's affected us. I do know that before we laid this large navigable riverway, we were making, I guess, about 70 grand a year, maybe 70, 80. And yeah, we have a few problems. One is just the irregularity of it. Here we go. We've got 110 tons of fruit. Where are we in the year? June. It's going to take, probably an entire year to do the leg, which means it's going to take us, I would imagine, an entire year to do the leg back. So that is going to mean that we have ships which make a pitiful profit some years and a loss in others. So from a performance standpoint, that's not great. And indeed, at some point when the technological advancements are made, we're going to need to update this this archaic route. But for now, there is something to be said for doubling down on a bad decision, because that is what I'm going to do. Here we go. I'm adding more fruit ships, even though they don't make much money. Slash, don't make any money. Slash, lose us a significant amount of money. I don't know. You see, look, that made 500 quid. It's just 396 last year. It's just, oof. It's going to be marginal how much they make. I need to remember as well, it's only a couple of years until I'm going to start to need to replace all of the start replacing anyway all of the other ships, and they're 70 grand a pop. So if I am in fact going to get anything sorted here in terms of alcohol production, I had better start pretty quickly. So start I will. I think there's just the one thing really that I want to do first, and that is sort out this. I would like to just widen out this like so, and I would like to put in a depot. And then I believe all of these ships have got shared orders, but let's see. So after that, let's go to the depot and go to the depot. So that's cargo ship 17 has got that in its orders. Let's have a look at ship 18. Yeah, no shared orders, it would appear. Oh well, that's fine. We can do it this way. There we go. And one more ship. If you're looking for a specific ship and your groupings are wide and you're not entirely sure where it is, you can click on a dock, and then this shows all the ships that use that dock. So that's a handy little thing. This is the last one here. That's got the depot. What about this one? There we go. So go to the depot here, and again go to it on the way back. So the reason for this is twofold. I guess firstly, these ships need the depot visit. I guess it's a long journey, and this might help them towards profitability if they're not breaking down quite as much. But the other one, of course, is I'm wanting to start shipping booze out from here. I mean, who doesn't want to build a booze run? Now, if it weren't for the fact that it's 1788, that it's getting perilously close to the time when your actual steam trains are available. Can you hear the excitement in my voice? Because it's there, I tell you. If it weren't for the fact that, yeah, steam trains are going to be available soon, and, you know, we're going to have a rolling replacement program for all of our ships, then I would be thinking, well, look, we're producing alcohol. Who likes alcohol? Answer is people. And in game specifically, I guess we got a hotel here, and that is downhill. We could practically roll the barrels down like we're, I don't know, like we're in Gloucestershire and the alcohol is cheese. Google that if you don't know what I'm on about. It's hilarious. But yeah, we could do a little horse route down there, or we could, you know, it wouldn't be much to bring this down here, link up here, and come down this way to where we have a hotel down here. Although I say it wouldn't be much, it would be quite a lot in locks. But another option would be all the way down here, and then link up to this little bit of river. We're looking down 1, 2, 3 locks there, and you know, we could stick a dock here, and that would take alcohol. But I think the way that I'm going to choose to go with it is to reuse all of the stuff that we've already spent. It's going to make me feel better about having I was about to say something rude. Having spent unwisely a large degree of our cash on this folly. If we reuse it, at least. You know, we'll have more ships going up and down here, so it won't look like a monument to stupidity that it currently kind of resembles. So if I put this here, you know, passengers, alcohol, food, Wanning Head docks, doesn't really cover the town, but does cover the hotel. And I think that's the way to go. Because if nothing else, we've already got the infrastructure. We can start the ship here, merchantman. We can... Wow, that's... Yeah, I can never get the liquid units in this game. 26,419 gallons of alcohol. That seems like a lot. Let's load up there. Go to here. Then the boy. Then we're mad about that boy. I know it's stupid to be mad about that boy. Do I need to hit that one? I think I might do. There. Then there. Then there. To get the lineup going in. I do have problems with ships, you know, going around corners and dealing with that sort of thing. So I think that might be, yeah, the best way to go. And back to the depot. All right. I think you count as express cargo as well, you know. It's booze, for crying out loud. Yeah, those groups might need some changing and finessing. Having these wider generic groups, it's fine. It's all well and good. You know, these might be carrying sand or clay or iron, and you might think, oh yeah, that's all fine. Express cargo might need a bit more finessing, you know. We might have, you know, some in here which is alcohol, some which is, you know, livestock or food or what have you. So yeah, that's all fine and dandy. When it becomes an issue is when you try and upgrade from these everyman ships where you can you can refit them to be anything, and you want to upgrade to a ship that only half of these vehicles really can be upgraded to. So when you upgrade to a ship with a more limited cargo type, then this kind of wide-ranging express cargo group might be too wide, and you'll have to narrow it down and go, okay, well, this is actually, instead of a big express cargo group, we've got a fruit group, an alcohol group, a livestock group, a food group, and then you can, have a more granular degree of control on the situation. All right, let's brew some booze and take it to the thirsty people. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's heartbreaking, isn't it? It's like one delivery of fruit only half fills up that ship, which I guess we should have foreseen, really. We're gonna clone it again. There we go. 1789. That's going to have to be the last of this folly, because we're going to need money to start repaying these other ships. We're going to get these notifications coming through pretty soon telling us that, auto renew on this ship has failed because we don't have any money. Was that what that was? No, that's a subsidy. Haven't really gone in for subsidies. Don't usually tend to. Although in a game like this, admittedly, we're doing pretty well now. We've got YOLO money to chuck on ridiculous lock projects. I actually live relatively near in the UK to a location called the Five Rise Locks. If you haven't seen that, it's pretty interesting. It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's not very imaginatively named, but it's a fascinating piece of equipment. But yeah, it's essentially, it's pretty similar to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're kind of more in a straight line than this is, and they're closer together. But you effectively, you've got a decent degree of height change on that. Maybe I had that somewhat in mind when I when I YOLO'd the money onto this thing. But yeah, we're gonna get those ship renewal notices coming through soon, and I think we need to build up a bit of a war chest so that we can indulge in our locomotive excesses when that becomes a thing. All right, we are loaded up with alcohol. Let's fast forward. Oh, they're racing their way down the locks. See, that's not how locks work. But I'm not complaining. It's more efficient for us that they do work this way in-game. Yeah, here we go. Let's just... Alright. How much are we going to get? 4 grand. Ooh, it's suddenly all worthwhile. That was sat there waiting for an age, but that ought to improve. I would hope deeply that by the time the ship gets back up, it will have another full load ready to go. 29,000, capacity 26. So yes, basically it will. Yeah, so that works out okay. We've done all right there. We haven't at all. It's a hideously ineffective route. It's a vanity project. I just like canals. So sue me. I mean, it might end up making its money back over the course of half a century. Oh, you're kidding me. You're stuck at 95%. Oh my god. Yeah. Hey ho. Yeah, we're getting the notifications through. See, this can't stand. OpenTTD, it's one of those games where I guess it's open world, but there is actually a scoring system if you can be bothered with it. So we can have a look here. I'm currently a traffic manager, and in the original game that used to be all that you got, but actually in OpenTTD you can get an idea as to how that score is pulled together. So part of it is, this is how many points total are available, and these are all the different elements. So how much cargo you deliver in the last quarter. We're already getting 75% of all possible points that we can get out of that. So that's pretty good. The amount of money we have in the bank, or is it in the bank? Or yeah, in the bank, not much. That's fair enough. We're still growing, we're still building. We've paid off the loan. That's obvious. Units of cargo delivered in the last year, so that needs to be high as well. Maximum income. The amount of cash made in the last quarter, with the highest profit of the last 12 quarters, and then the minimum. So you can't kind of cheat it and try and get everything into one quarter for the end of the game. But here's where we're currently losing out. For all vehicles that are older than 2 years, what is the minimum profit that they have made? And they expect 10,000, really. That's what we're aiming for. Now, we've got vehicles that aren't making a profit. So there's a couple of ways to deal with this if you're actually in any way caring about the score, because of course you don't have to. You can just ignore this completely. I guess the kind of hacky, cheaty way to go through it, let's just pause the game there, is to 2 years before the 2 years before the end of your game, whenever that is, 2050 is a common one. Just start replacing all your vehicles, and then or at least replace the ones that are loss making. Then they won't count against you for that. But I would like to think that by the time we got there, we wouldn't be relying on wooden sailing vessels to transport our alcohol. We would have a more effective and efficient system in place. Speaking of efficiency, here we go. We've got a new ship. Would you be interested in a year's exclusive use of this vehicle so we can see how it performs before making it universally available? It's a wonderful notion. Obviously we say yes. Always say yes. There's literally no downside. Even if you don't end up using the vehicle, you might as well have it. The maximum speed of 12 miles an hour, so it's slower than the Merchantman. What am I looking for? Yeah. So the max speed of the Merchantman is 14 miles an hour compared to 12. Only 100 crates of goods refittable, whereas this is 120 though. I think the Bark would be slightly cheaper than the Merchantman. There's not much in it. And the running cost, let's have a look. I'm not sure what the running cost... Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Not sure what the running cost of the Merchantman is. Let's take a look. So 1968 a year, whereas the Bark So it's cheaper, slightly slower. The max reliability is 59%, but it might go up. Oh yeah, the other thing is, in this new griff for the ships, this propulsion method basically does mean that the ships get better as you go. So you might still just have the merchantman available, but it might get a new propulsion system, or the bark, same deal. So, this is designed in 1791, but it might be that this ship is still for sale in the 1820s or 1830s, and it has a better propulsion system, even though everything else about it is the same. It would be faster. So that's interesting. Well, what do we do with this information? I think what we might do is, it's going to make, I think, maybe not for express cargo, where speed is more of an issue, but for bulk freight, we might say, you know what, that's going to be a better ship for us. It's going to carry more cargo. It'll be a little slower, but if it's bulk freight, then presumably that doesn't matter. So what we're going to do here, you can see in red, this ship is needing replacing. It's 39 years old out of 40. It's making, £1,000 a year. But what we might do on this list, let's replace these vehicles. Here we go. And we're going to replace the merchantman with the bark. And we're only going to replace old vehicles. There we go. And that's now in place. We've got this little golden arrow here. And if we look up on the list, we've got that arrow there. That arrow will turn grey when there are no more ships left in this group to update. So that's pretty good. Let's just look at the age of some of the other ships in here. So yeah, we've got 14 years for that. That's got another 5 years left to go. And this one, another 8 years. But that's one of the benefits of having this group. We can now take that off. We can leave it running. And when this ship, wherever it may be, is this it here? Next time this ship goes into port and we've got enough money and it's old enough, in fact, let's watch it happen. It will auto renew. So here it goes. We've got £100,000, so we're doing fine on that front. And not yet. It's not yet met the age criteria, I don't think. I would imagine this next one would take it over. So there we go, dredging the sand. Go on, my son. You may rest now. Here it comes. Wow, it's busy dock. Here we are. No, 71,000. There we go. It might not look it, but that is the different ship. And we can see, 0 years old. Lovely stuff. So hopefully that will help. New ship now available. Amazing. Yes, we are aware. All right. Well, things are going well. Let's just check in on these little fellas. How are we doing? Penningwell, how do you feel about us at this point? Mediocre is the service. Excellent. They are supremely pleased with our mediocre service. Okay. Well, in that case, I believe we can now embark on our little food jaunt. From the horse market, straight to your door. Horse meat. It's the way of the future. No, it's sausages. It's pork products, high quality. Honest governor. I think we're going to go with the 14-mile-an-hour ship. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, even though it's not quite as big. Speed is of the essence with food delivery. So we're going to go to here, full load, go back to here, onto here, and back to here. Lovely stuff. Let's just have a look. No idea on that, but let's make sure we change this to food. Amazing. There we go. Alrighty. So if we run that on, the ship will come over and we should make a bundle, and Penningwell is going to grow. Oh my gosh, is it going to grow? And in fact, again, I'm gonna buy some land just for future proofing. Gonna bring out the transparency options so I can get a bit of a better idea of the town layout. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. And you know what? Just so that we don't lose a way out, I shall do that. I imagine my rating with the town is no longer excellent. Yeah, we're down to mediocre. Ah well, they will get over it. Still waiting on the food deliveries. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. And again, the rating for this will be bad. We will need another ship, I would imagine. So just gonna fast forward this some. Oh, we're up over 100 grand a year, I would imagine, at this point, if we're not spending out. Lovely stuff. Gonna put that in the express cargo bit at the point. There we go. 4 grand a turn. Lovely stuff. All right, that seems to be going pretty well. I think let's clone the ship, send out another one, because yeah, as expected, we got so many little piggies coming here, so many sausages to deliver. Okay. Well, oh, look at Penningwell growing already every 36 days. My gosh, that's a lot. You know, I could have sworn one of my new griffs sorted out the growth rates for these cities, but I'm wondering if maybe that isn't the case. I am surprised at how quickly and how much they're growing. We're not yet in 1800 and we're already going to have some big cities. Let's have a look in the town directory. Where are we? Here. And let's sort by population. Descending. Yeah, Canley. The megalopolis of Canley. And Batbourne. Oh my gosh, look at Batbourne. Wow. Yeah, you know what? I don't think we do. I don't think we do have that setting installed that limits growth. That might be something that we have to add in, or else we will, you know, this by the end of the game, this entire map could just be city. I mean, it already looks a tad ridiculous, doesn't it? Okay. Well, you know what? I think that's something that I might look to sort out before the next episode, because it is about that time. Let's just check where we're at. Patient transportation with the undying Colin Comeover. This company is it's over 60 years old at this point. And he doesn't look a day older than when he started. God bless you, Cole. Hey, our company value is almost up to £1 million. We've got a good couple of couple of 100,000 in the bank. We are ever so close to having steam trains. And you know what I might do? I'm going to try and get the growth new grift sorted out, see if that's even possible. And then, yeah, we might just skip forward a little. So we might have a slightly higher bank balance in the next episode. We'll skip forward a little to maybe the turn of the century, and we'll see where we're at then. But as always, thank you for watching, and take care of yourselves.